I ain't afraid of no reboots of franchises that did not need rebooting. Hi, I'm Ryan, your host for The Toast, and I'm wearing my Ghostbusters PJs. So we finally get the trailer for Ghostbusters, and the first thing I notice is a subtle piano tune of the theme song. Yeah, I think the Jurassic World trailer already did that. Then we get some titles to play on nostalgia, like we all forgot that the originals even happened, and this trailer's duty is to remind us. I do like the spray-painted Ghostbusters symbol, very rebellious, but what are we rebelling against? Ghosts? So the first actual footage we get is a complete rehash of the library scene from the very first Ghostbusters movie, only with much less subtle comedy. Unfortunately, modern comedy is a bit too clean-cut in movies today compared to Bill Murray's constant dicking around, but whatever, as a comedy, we're gonna get what we get. I do like the fact that they haven't built this movie on sex appeal, especially with an all-female cast, but I've got a feeling that Holtzman clearly will, even though unwittingly, become like the big fanboy fantasy of the whole thing. Ecto 1 is a hearse, and it does make sense. I mean, they are dealing with the undead. Come to think of it, they could probably do a 2-for-1 service. I mean, someone dies, they can collect the body, and, you know, if they come out as a ghost, they can deal with it. Slimer is back, so fair dues, it gets points there. Chris Hemsworth as the male secretary to an all-female Ghostbusters does make sense to me, but Janine in the original wasn't really built as a sex symbol or anything, or over-sexualized, so I hope they don't do that with Chris Hemsworth and they just keep it as a fun gender flip. This trailer had me hopeful up until the possession scene. That's when it just got too shouty, loud, silly slapstick. When that happened, I just kind of got a feeling of what this movie was going to be, and it was just going to be over the top. I realize this movie is not trying to resurrect the old Ghostbusters movies from the grave, forget the metaphor, but I also don't think it's going to be solid enough to springboard a new franchise off of it. That being said, we are in the age of rising strong female characters, so why not let them have their shot? Unfortunately, they have to be riding the coattails of the Ghostbusters name, and they can't do it for themselves, but, you know, it's a start, and at least we're going to have a semi-fun movie. I just hope it's not catered too much towards kids and it's catered to everybody. The updated theme song is kind of cool, though. This is Ghostbusters, though, so it's nothing about the ghosts. And the ghosts do look good, but they're a little too clean, a little too CGI clean. The originals were great because they had such an unnatural, puppeted, stop-motion movement that made them even more creepy. That said, I do like the way the ghosts look like the old cartoon. So at least we're in for something interesting. This trailer has definitely dampened my optimism for the movie, but up against the originals, I mean, the originals are solid gold. I mean, what are you going to do? But I gotta admit, this one's probably full of a lot more fast-paced action, a lot more ghosts to keep the attention of a more fast-paced audience nowadays, especially in the younger crowd. Anyway, if you want to check out more from me, click away. Until next time, cheers!